Orange Tupperware.
Round 2 in the Adelaide Footy League, and we're here at Webb Oval at Glenunga for a massive matchup between two sides predicted to finish in the top echelon of the ladder for season 2024. Jack Moore alongside Nathan Woods, and Nathan, this match promises to be one which should come down to fine margins this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely, Jack. It's a beautiful day here for footy at Glenunga, and Broadview are out on the oval early here, warming up and look switched on to give a good account of themselves today against Glenunga, who had a good win down at Brighton last week by about 5 or 6 goals. Broadview played the one of the teams that are going to be a formidable force in Port Districts this year, and had a loss by about that same margin, 5 or 6 goals. It was 53 points actually, so a bit more than that. But yeah, today it's going to be an interesting game. A couple of changes for Glenunga, a couple of outs. Prosser and Trigarchis, and Cobain comes in for his league debut. And Jesse Thames also come into the side. So Broadview are missing a few of their stars as well, who they'll get later in the season, and a couple playing as Adelaide Crows top-ups. So they're a bit undermanned, but yeah, it's going to be a great game of football today, and the beautiful Webb Oval here.
So the two sides making their way out onto Webb Oval for Saturday afternoon footy. A reminder here on Filming Footy, all Division 1 games every week streamed live on YouTube. So jump along to those and come back and join us for the game this afternoon. Thanks to all our sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Sport, our scoreboard sponsors, and Han Ultra Low Carb, great taste, ultra low carb, how good. Dartfish, Farmers Leap, Roll the Dice Racing, our best on ground, winning a pair of the Archie Stongs, beautiful footwear, the Archie Stongs. Farmers Leap Winery, Pathway, of course, the coach of the week. You know a bit about the coaching side of things. We'll get your insights, Nathan, with your coaching expertise throughout the call. 3 bottles of Random Shot 2020 wines, 1 winner only, and the coach may be chosen from any division. Roller Dice Racing Media Award for Player of the Year, and the prize, of course, is a 5% share in a racehorse. The Goal of the Week is brought to you by Born to Build. The prize is donated by Wakefield Sports Clinic. And Mark of the Week, let's hope we see some Bianco High Flyers. Winner receives a $100 voucher. And new this season, starting next week, is the highlight goal of the day, the snag of the day, sponsored by Jag Meatworks. And stay tuned to Between the Posts, our weekly footy show on the Filming Footy social media page, to find out all the winners of those. Of course, our 5 live streams of Div 1 brought to you by Archie's, Dartfish, Programs to Fit, Classic Clashes, and Filming Footy for all your footy stats. The Advertiser, of course, do their pre-season predictions, and Glenunga, even though they made the grand final last season, only predicted to finish 3rd this year, and Broadview a spot below in 4th. So 2 finals-bound contenders, as you mentioned, Nathan. Broadview beaten by Port District. Port looking to go back to the top of Div 1. Predicted, of course, to finish in top spot. Had a pretty comfortable win at Broadview last week, and we were down there at Brighton Oval as the Rams took care of the Bombers. A slightly inaccurate kicking display from Brighton, 4 goals 11. They were beaten by 33 points due to a pretty good second quarter by Glenunga, where their turnover game and punish on that counter-attack was in full display.
Yeah, it certainly was, Jack. There, just that second quarter when Glenunga piled on 5 or 6 goals, sort of broke the game open. Brighton sort of flooded back a fair bit, just try to stop Glenunga scoring at times, and then at times were bad with their execution, and Glenunga made them pay. So I think there'll be a bit of improvement in Glenunga as well this week. They've got a couple of outs though, but a couple of ins as well, and yeah, I think with Big Abe Davis controlling the ground up forward and in the ruck, and they've got a pretty potent forward line with McMahon up there. He was good last week with 3 goals. Their midfield started to play some good footy. Bilby was important in the middle, along with Faye, also Declan Faye, one of the new players this year. So No, Charlie Pridham as well. He's a busy little player that look forward to seeing play today. And with Broadview, it's going to be good to see Johnny Boris. I've heard a lot of him, and he's kicked a lot of goals. A prolific goal kicker with Imperials. I think it was 125 goals in 2021, 77 goals in 2022. pumps it long, down the wing here in front of us. Big fly. Ball comes over the top. Wiseman, errant handball. Ang Yang gets the ball, and the Broadview player works it out here. And last touch free kick here will go to Sam Parsons. So he plays on, pumps it long, looking for some targets. McMahon's up there, a good fist away though by Jack Fergus. And Glenunga doing all the attacking here. There'll be a throw in about 15 metres out from the Glenunga goal. So
Nathan Grummer been very vocal in the early stages, making sure that the instructions are getting through.
Yeah, very looking at getting the structure right and the setup around the ground. So throw in, uncontested ruck. So McKinnon Collins plucks it out. Ball comes into the middle and Pridham's by himself. He'll take the mark. Charlie Pridham, former Goodwood Saints player, pumps it in long, looking for a target up forward. Oh, he got his hands to it there. Couldn't quite pull the mark in. Handball comes out to Bilby though. He has a snap on his right foot and he's kicked a goal. He started well here. Thomas Bilby gets Glenunga's second goal and they're looking good here early on, Glenunga.
Great start to the first half of the quarter. Broadview, a couple of chances, but no real clear-cut possession in their forward half, except that shot on goal after the early behinds, which went the way of Jackie Fergus, and it was a touched effort through for their only score. But Glenunga, fast start, 2-3-15, one behind, 14-point gap on the Hans scoreboard. Filming footy. So Cheeseman there on the scoreboard, 6 and 8, look very similar. And the outer side of the ground always fools us. Clearance coming the way of Russell. Nice little nibbler out towards Hill. New this year for the Broady Tigers, and that just beats the Spoilers' attempt, and it's taken mark just on the 50-metre line and going the way of Johnny Boras, the goal machine. Here he is for his first look at the big sticks.
Take a good effort here, just outside 50.
51 goals in 17 games for the Tigers. Just kicks goals for fun, eats them up wherever he goes. Played for Torrens Valley, Imps in the Murray Bridge region in the River Murray Footy League, and he leans back on that. It's coming back with nice curl. He loves it. Johnny Boras is away. And so are the Tigers. First goal on the board.
Yeah, very good kick from Johnny Boras there. Took his best effort and he's kicked a lot of those goals, so certainly wasn't out of his reach, and he's pumped it through. So an important goal for Broadview. They needed to get on the board.
Just curved that back beautifully, didn't he? It was like it was a bit of temp-in bowling. Just started it out and just came in beautifully. Ended up going through pretty much smack bang middle of those goals. So good start for Boras. That's something, you've got a goal-kicking machine like that, get the confidence up early.
So back in the middle. Abe Davis gets the ball, but he's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Cooper O'Leary and also McKinnon Collins. Another bowl up. Abe comes up across, grabs the ball out of the air. Handball comes out, a bit errant. Woods picks the ball up, gets a nice handball over to Cheeseman, who kicked that last goal. He pumps it in forward. Right, Broadview scrapping there. A good little tap out wide. Under the pressure here, Broadview. They get another handball out though. Handball back again to the middle. Bit scrappy. He's just got one a bit high there though. So they're looking to play on here. Advantage played on. So Broadview come back through the middle, but a good hand by West. Ang Yang was there waiting for it, but big Geordie West poked the hand out. Woods there and picks up the ball. Gives a quick handball to Pridham. Pridham now out to Tem. Temi goes short and finds Cheeseman. So Cheeseman involved early here, pumps it in long. Who's up there? 3 of the Broadview against 1 of the Glenunga players. So Broadview get a hurried kick out wide. Davis leads in the race. Coming off the boundary was Thomas Karlavasides.
Oh, the ball took him on.
It took him on, and they've picked out a free kick to Broadview. So come back along the wing here. Pack flies. Tem throws it on the boot, and the coach not happy with that kick. Anyong in the middle, but the ball's going to come back to Lagana. So Lagana pumps it in long. Big pack again forming. Good spot. Yeah, he's could have got one high there. Samuel Parsons in front. Handball comes out now to Wiseman. Good intercept there. Anyang has it now. Cleverly gets around and gets a good little smart kick out wide here. So what can Broadview do?
Oh, it's a dart.
Dart kick now. The Broadview away. They pump it in long. Boris is there, but the kick's not favouring him. Drop mark by Edwardstown there. Russell's picked it up. What can he do? Puts a little right foot checky in. Leading the race there, though, was Glenunga. Hurried kick out wide, and it's going to come straight back in as the mark's taken there by number 14, Tyron Hill, a new player here to Broadview this year. So Tyron Hill, congested forward line, pumps it in long. Big Geordie West is there. He gets a hand on it. He's claimed the mark, though.
Fergus in those
hand, but, yeah.
highlighter boots.
They are very bright boots. And it's number 15, Hamish Ralph.
Oh, it is Ralph.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier.
One of the goal machines.
Another goal machine there. So Hamish Ralph comes in. Looks like he's just squeezed it in. The umpire comes back into the middle of the goals and says, all clear.
Made the umpire dance, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He moved it to his right, or to his left, but came back in, and the goal's kicked. So another important goal, making the most of their opportunities going forward. Broadview, so they bounce back now and go to 2 goals, 1 trailing Glenunga 2-3 on a very small scoreboard, a long way away from us, Jack. Not like last week's bright one at Brighton, was it?
The old school vintage scoreboard here at Webb Oval on the back of the Glenunga International High School in Conningham Street. Come on down, this one's evolving into a pretty competitive quarter. Glenunga out to a sharp start, but Broadview have steadied nicely. Anyang's back in the ruck, can't get to it this time. 1 down by West. Taken away in a string of handballs, comes to the vice-captain Kennett. Inside 50 it goes, or just outside. A little bit of a silver fist, not quite golden. And it's just tapped over the boundary line. Umpire says throw it in, no intent in that. So Broadview have steadied nicely as West comes off for a well-earned rest. Replaced by Liam Cobain making his senior debut this afternoon. Socks up means business. So it'll be Anyang and Big Abe Davis in the ruck. They meet it where it falls. Read it nicely. A lot of ruckmen don't. Bit of a floating mini torp out of danger, McKinnon Collins. Ground level handball. Getting down was Cobain and taking in a beautiful tackle. Spilled out. Oh, and the ball didn't quite stay in for Carla Vestitis. Umpire ruins the Glenunga party there. So we've probably ticked towards time on in this opening quarter on our Filming Footy live stream. Ticking closer towards that, just over about 15 and a half gone. It's been a quarter that's felt like it's longer, but still plenty of time for both sides to establish a quarter time advantage. Anyang's been the main ruckman. He takes it now against Cobain. Arm over the shoulder, umpire says all fair. Anyang follows up and the tackle and the ball is locked in on this commentary side. Looking at the Hahn Sportal scoreboard, it's Glenunga 2-3-15, Broadview 2-1-13, a 2-point lead.
So throw in here, grabbed out of the air by Tully Kennett. Anyang's on the ground fighting for it. Handball comes out to Pridham, he loses his footing. Soccer off the ground, in danger here. So it's going to be a Glenunga free kick, and Fletcher Wiseman will take the free kick just outside of 50 here. Take his best effort.
Looks like he's going to set it up and go for goal here. He's looking pretty focused.
Yep. Mouthguard's come out into the sock. And he poises to have a shot on goal.
Man of the mark on the paint of 50.
So Wiseman. In he comes, approaches 50. Out wide, he's got a good connection on that. It's going to go right to the top of the square and fisted through for a minor score. So just didn't quite have the legs on it. So minor score to Glenunga. They go to 2-4, leading Broadview 2-1. So Broadview, big kick out to the outer wing. Coming back there, there's a couple of Glenunga players in front. They get the hurried kick forward. 1-on-1, wrestling. Oh, it's a good mark. No, he didn't quite take it. Crumbing over there. Woods has picked up. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And out near the scoreboard, there'll be a ball up. About 18 minutes gone in this quarter. Been a good quarter. Entertaining game of footy. 2 goals each. Davis gets the ruck. Tap to Bilby. A lot of players around the ball now, so a repeat stoppage.
All 101 in front of the footy if Broadview get a quick clearance here.
Tap comes down. Bilby's there. Comes out wide. Wiseman is it. Just can't quite get his hands on it. Pressure. Tully Kennett with a quick left foot snap. Gets rushed through for a minor score. So another point to Glenunga. They go to 2-5, leading the visitors Broadview 2 goals 1. So what can Broadview do here? They love a late goal. So they're going to come this side. It's time. Big fly from Manning over the top. Also another big fly from the Glenunga player. So chain of handballs now. Ends with Cobain. He gets the hurried kick onto the boot. Woods there. Comes across. Couldn't quite take the mark. Kennett's there. Quick kick by McMahon. Smothered. Picked up now by Glenunga. It's Bilby. Deep there. Abana Davis gets her hands on it in front. Picked up now. Handball comes out but missed the target. So Broadview have a chance to clear here. Manning. Kick smothered well. Pressure's hot here in this first quarter. Broadview another hurried handball out here. Good set up behind the ball here. Cobain gives a quick little handball out here to Karativilis. Cobain can't take it. Wasn't going to be paid anyway. Quick kick by Desira smothered. So now Manning again. He gets a hurried kick out here. And it's out on the full, it looks to be. And
there was a touch to it, but it came over the boundary. So on the forward is. So a Ram reload coming up. They've played Davis pretty well with a 2-on-1 matchup. Gets a chance to fly 1-on-1. He got both hands up. Couldn't take it down. Handball towards the boundary. Umpire's got a call to make if it goes over. And he'll make that call. Handball straight towards the stripe. Well umpired in the end. So tough angle on the cusp of 50. Not going for home. Goes to about 20 out. Strong punch from in behind, but it falls at the back. Might be Desira, but he's just pulled it to the near side. So Glenunga peppering the goals. 2-6, 18, 2-1, 13. It's a 5-point gap on the Sportal scoreboard. Thanks to Hahn. Filming footy Saturday afternoon, Div 1. Kick comes in from full-back. It's beautifully measured from Fergus, playing in that full-back position. A bit of a Sicily swingman type, Jackie Fergus. Kick coming to nobody in particular, but Carla Vasitis comes to match it. It goes up as high as it goes long. Thurston, he's bustling his way through, and Faye goes for home. Umpire is going to bring it right back for a downfield effort. So free kick going the way of Faye. He'll have his kick again from about 40 out. Pretty much directly in front, and a chance for Glenunga to put a bit of space on the scoreboard, which will reflect how they've dominated possession in these past few moments.
Yeah, Faye put the afterburners on there. Lucky that he's got the kick back because he missed the goal, but now he'll have a good chance to make amends from about 35 metres out directly in front, or 40 metres out.
Faye, a massive recruit for the Rams. North Adelaide reserves and league over the past 4 seasons, playing 52 games. And he's got his second goal for the Rams. Kicked one last week. Named in the bests on the board today. So the scoreboard pretty much accurately reflects the balance of play in this first quarter for mine. With that goal, they move ahead to 3-6-24. Glenunga Tigers sit at 2-1-13. Still a pretty good match. We're ticking to time on. 21 gone on the Hahn Sportal scoreboard. It's the Rams by 11 points.
Yeah, Glenunga will be happy with that. They've had a bit of play, just haven't been able to put one through the big sticks. So they get their third. Ang Young leaps high. West stays down low and picks the ball up, takes the ball out of the air. Ball goes forward. In front, Glenunga player gets wrapped up. Lincoln Bennett that was. We saw him take a big mark last week. So West gets a great little tap down to Bilby. Bilby a hurried kick out wide. McMahon leads there in front, and a good chest mark by McMahon. Big fella playing in front. The ball fell into his arms, so he'll have another shot at goal here. Not an easy one, around 50 out. So this would be a bit of breathing space for Glenunga. So McMahon comes in. Oh, he's kicked in the man on the mark.
Would you believe it?
You cannot believe it. A coach killer, the kicking into the man on the mark. So the ball's in play over there, and there's going to be a ball up.
Broadview just getting away with one there. Time on goals are killers.
Certainly are in red time, and just got too close to the man on the mark. So the ball's over there. Woods picks the ball up, gets a handball out. Lagana, he gets a hurried kick. A lot of players in this forward 50 of Glenunga's. The kick comes out and it's gone across the face of goal from the Glenunga player. So last touch, Broadview will bring it back in. Glenunga doing all the attacking here. Broadview want to hang on here. They'd hate to let another one slip. So a good little lead offered by Manning. About 30 metres out from the Glenunga goal. Manning is going to come to the near wing here. Good use of the body, but couldn't take the mark there by Hamish Ralph. Great tackle there, though, by Lewis Saint, and he's rewarded with a holding the ball free kick. So can Broadview pinch one late here in the quarter? Saint goes long. Oh, he's shanked it a little bit. It's all Glenunga there. They spoil each other, though. Picked up by Carla Vasitas. He looked to be taken high, but we'll have a ball up. So.
Wheel of Fortune type name, that one. It's got every letter in it, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly has. So I have to always have a look at the screen.
It's a tricky one. Tricky one.
Yeah, Lagana. He's been busy. Thrown on the boot by Bennett. Abel's in the race there with the ball with Henry Baker, another new player, and the ball now will get taken out of bounds. About 60 metres out from Glenunga's goal. So a bit of an arm wrestle this last few minutes. Both teams know how important the next goal is. 10 shots to 3 here, so Glenunga dominated a little bit.
24 gone.
So Davis, front position, picked up by Fay. He's tackled hard, could be pinged, and he is pinged. Good tackle by the Broadview player, so the tackling's been good. A couple of holding the balls here. And he hadn't given the ball back. Grimer screams at his players there because he's given away 15. So Manning gets the ball. Wide, Calabasitas. Short little kick to a Boehner, and that was clever. So Davis just wants to slow it down now.
Puts himself where the team needs him in these late quarter moments. Comes up the ground, calms things down, finds a short target. I'd say Davis in a bit of a nutshell there.
So he gets the handball back off of Calabasitas. Got his name right now, I'm onto it. So the ball goes forward, but an uncontested mark.
And that's Abe's man. He's pushed up all the way to half back, and Broadview had a number, and there he was.
So punch goes forward here. Bilby's there, comes out wide. Broadview get a hurry kick forward. Good effort by Tem. Broadview now, they sling a kick forward. I think Glenunga have just popped an extra one back here late in the quarter. So the ball comes out now to Fay. He's been busy. Short little kick to Smith. Just the required distance. So Smith now.
14.9 metres, I reckon, that kick. Just round up to 15.
So they're just taking a bit of the sting out of the game here, Glenunga. So Smith's going to go long. Big West comes at it. In front there. Couldn't quite get the mark. Pridham, great front and centre. Goes forward. Good contest there by Cheeseman. He gets the ball out to Bennett. Bennett back to Cheeseman. Cheeseman now to Kennett. Kennett, clever little handball. Now a ball comes out to Abel, who just pumps it long and high. Out wide there. Good effort. A great mark. Going back with the flight of the ball. Excellent mark there.
Rams bench and coaching staff couldn't be happier with that. You mentioned in the call, Nathan, they pushed a couple of numbers back, which you would have thought Broadview had the authority when they would have eventually gone forward. They did, but they found one-on-one contests, and the pressure. Pridham was great under pressure to get an effective kick inside forward 50. This would be...
I think it might be Parsons.
A real fillet with about no more than a minute or two into that quarter-time siren.
And he comes. Umpire doesn't do too much work. He's put it straight through the middle. So, really important goal late in the quarter for Glenunga. They were more in a holding pattern there, but to pinch one is a really important goal. So 4 goals, 7 now they go to. I think it was McMahon or Parsons?
Parsons.
Parsons, yeah, I thought it was Parsons. A great mark going back with a flight and a really important goal. So a minute to go. Nathan Grimer yelling out to his troops to let them know that they don't want to let one slip through here.
Another one with plenty of experience, Ashburton, the Yarra Football League junior, and played some footy for collegians in the Victorian Amateurs, and had a bit of a stint at North Melbourne and Box Hill in the VFL, and also some footy in the North Adelaide Reserves. They're back underway. Can Broadview get that one back before the quarter time hooter blows? We'll find out shortly. Abe Davis up and around the footy. This is McKinnon Collins, who's been shadowing him for a lot of this quarter. And they'll compete just off the ruck contest here. Hands down. Anyang couldn't get a hand. He's been good. He dives in after it. Gee, he's been one of Broadview's best in this opening quarter. Anyang in the ruck or behind the footy, throwing his weight around nicely. Him and West will go into battle again. Umpire's got it. He'll throw it up. And West's effective hit out. Came down to Kennedy, who was tackled pretty much immediately as the siren beats everybody in this opening term. Broadview would be a bit disappointed there with the last goal coming with barely a minute left. As we go to quarter time, it's the Rams 4-7-31, Broadview 2-1-13. Goals coming thanks to West, Cheeseman, Fay, and that last one to Parsons. Whereas the goal machine, Johnny Boris, has been quite quiet. He had the first for Broadview, and Hamish Ralph adding the second. The two big men up forward for the Tigers. They'll need to kick a few goals between them to give them any hope of the win this afternoon. But thanks to Filming Footy, a pretty entertaining opening quarter here at Webb Oval, Nathan.
Yeah, definitely. As we said, it's a beautiful day for football. Broadview had a couple of good moments there when they went in forward with Boris, Russell and Ralph. So they got some power, as we know. But Glenunga sort of got on top in that last half of that quarter and did look threatening. They kicked, was it 4 goals, 7 points. So, yeah, Broadview now, they'll be looking to hit back early in this quarter and not let Glenunga get out to a sizable lead. So, looking forward to the second quarter, and we'll take a break now and be back with all the action very shortly. Start whenever you're ready. Okay, all in readiness here for the second quarter. Webb Oval here. Glenunga lead by 18 points. 3-goal margin. So Ang Yang goes up with Cobain. Cobain gets a quick little handball out. Bilby overruns it. And there's been a free kick picked out for a high tackle. So Broadview will get the first centre clearance. Out wide, Davis. Ball comes to ground. Picked up there by Glenunga. Zach Smith's wrapped up in a good tackle. The tackling's been good from Broadview. The ball's out, bit of a scrap out on the outer side here. So Broadview get the first inside 50. 2-on-1 there and a good defensive punch by Glenunga player. Snapped around the corner from Broadview though. It's going to go across the face of goal through for a minor score. So Broadview first on the board in this second quarter. I would really love an early goal here to get a bit of ascendancy and get back into this game. So went to listen to the huddle. Grimer, he was talking about ball security, a lot of loose handballs he was a bit disappointed with. So here goes the ball now with Broadview. Picked up by Kennett. Kennett's trying to shrug through tackles. Did well, got a handball out. Couldn't pick it up though, the Glenunga player. Now here goes Faye. Another good handball here. Ball comes out from McMahon to Abel. Abel now kicks it in long. West there, the big man pushed out of the contest though by the Broadview player. Manning picks the ball up. Hurried kick, but it's fell fortuitously in the hands of Stephen Jackson, who goes out wide. Pridham behind. Ball picked up in front there by Tyler McKenzie has it now, I think. Tyler McKenzie puts the afterburners on. Inside 50. All Glenunga back there though, 2-on-1 and a good relieving mark taken. So Broadview doing a bit of attacking early here. Good kick out wide to Parsons. Parsons comes in board to Pridham. Pridham now just slows it up. He'll go across the face of goal now, back to Smith. So the switch is on here. Smith goes out wide to Jack Scott. Jack Scott pumps it down long. Well played by Faye. Great marks. Plays on. What can he do up forward? The big man Westcourt behind. Wiseman's there. Handball from Broadview. And the ball's going to be knocked out of play. So had a few minutes here. Broadview have had a couple of chances and now it's deep in Glenunga's forward line.
So just played 2.5 in this second term. Glenunga by 18 at quarter time. Added to that early in this quarter. So margin stays at 17 for the time being. Off hands and one well at ground level by the Tigers. Through the hands of Ralph. Comes to Smith. His fourth touch for the quarter already. Kicks a bit short. Here's O'Leary. Cooper. That's a floater if you've ever seen one. Goes inside 50 though. It'll come out to Pridham. Handball. Nice. Smart little target, but he missed him. Coming back out to meet it again and laying a beautiful tackle was Ralph up on the wing and back inside forward 50. Handball out. Must kick a goal. Specialising in floaters in the early stage of this second quarter, the Tigers, they would have locked in a goal there if you told them they'd have an effort. Snap around the body from about 20 near side. So both teams adding a couple of forward 50 thrusts to their attacking phase, and Broadview are closing the gap in behind. So Davis at full back, always where the team needs him. Oh! And that's the Bianco! Mark of the day, he goes up and above and he pulls down the apple off the tree. We'll see that during the week on between the posts. Wiseman puts his name up in lights and the kick is not too bad. Went for the 45, no target in particular, but looking for that aggressive kick and a lovely tackle from Bilby. Wiseman up with the clouds.
Yeah, great mark. We were right behind it and he just came in from the side. Got a nice little ride and took a screamer.
So back in the ruck contest. There's Abe Davis again. Gee, covers some ground. Ralph had 3 or 4 half marks in this quarter. Smart little handball off and it's going to dribble and bounce towards goal. It's going to just run across the face from Elix Day in the end. So Broadview closing the margin in behinds. Pridham out of side. Flirting with the boundary, but keeps it in nicely. And uncontested, Wiseman now on the outer side. Pulls it back into Tem. Sporto and Hahn scoreboard. 31-16. 15-point gap. Stretches out. The legs gave way underneath McMahon. Bit of yo-yo footy in this second quarter, and it's come on the half-forward flank on the outer side wing. Pridham stands the mark, runs off now. Uncontested. Hill. Pressure on. 20 out from goal. Contest coming. Fist from Woods towards the boundary. Won't have enough on it. Ralph has been everywhere. Can't quite get a touch on that occasion though, and it fought for at the back and taken down slightly high. Second man in. The first tackle was fine. Didn't need the second effort, and he's given away a free kick. So as Hamish Ralph stands the mark on Filming Footy, round 2 in the Division 1 Adelaide Football League. Bennett will take the clearing kick from halfback.
So Broadview started quite well in this quarter. Ball comes up wide here. West is there. Good tackle there by Kennett. So, number 3, Cooper O'Leary. So up goes Western Anyang. Picked up well there by Bilby. Unlucky there. He did have the head down, but it was high. So Bilby playing a good game on the left boot. Goes out wide. Big fly there by McMahon. Strong hands out in front.
He's going to take one eventually.
So he pumps it in quickly. Wiseman at the back. Broadview now have a chance to clear though. So go out of wing. A beautiful kick out in front, but drops the mark. Now Glenunga have a chance to bring it back in, but a good tackle again. Broadview, their tackling's been good today, and they're going to play on here with advantage, and they go down the outer side. Can they manufacture something? Good punch by Glenunga. They've got the numbers here. Kennett, what can he do? He gives a handball forward to Cheeseman. Cheeseman looking inboard, back to Kennett. Kennett goes inside forward 50. 3-on-1 there, numbers favouring Broadview. McMahon comes in to lend a hand. They're going to try and just keep this in here because Broadview have the numbers, and Glenunga are going to get a stoppage right in front of goal, about 20 metres out in a dangerous position. So some good movement through the middle by Glenunga. Kennett involved. Bilby's been good. So there'll be a ball up now. Can they get a stoppage goal? Parsons is there. Nable. Handball. Wiseman gets the kick. Well read. Fletcher Wiseman. He's been a good player today. Taking a good mark, and now he's grabbed a crumb. Threw it on the left boot, dribbled it through for Glenunga's 5th. So that all-important first goal of the second quarter comes to Glenunga. Broadview had some chances, but Glenunga have got the goal. 5-7. They lead Broadview 2-4. 21-point margin here. 3 straight points to Broadview, and Glenunga have gone down and made them pay.
Fletcher Wiseman, the Glenunga, not quite a veteran just yet, made his senior debut in the COVID-affected year of 2020. And Flagstaff Hill and Goodwood Jr. He's having a bit of a quarter here. Wiseman popping up all over the ground. Broadview 3-on-1 when that ball first went inside forward 50. Would have expected to clear it, and they concede a goal. Damaging, but can they get it straight back? Nice clearance out of the middle. Look like Wilson coming out of there. Ralph's been just about there and just about not there in this second quarter. Can't quite get involved, but he's going to keep trying. Ball's on the turf, it comes up, kick smothered, chance. Can he get on the boot? He can. Goal coming up, Broadies. Right back. And Ethan Smith, it might be one of the new additions to this Broadie Tigers outfit in season 2023. He's had a bit of a journey. Started in the Sydney AFL comp. Few ex-Sydney AFL comp players running around in the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League for Maroubra and Kiama in the Illawarra section of New South Wales. Spent time at the Swans Academy and Sandy Dragons and North Adelaide Reserves last season for Ethan Smith. So his second goal for the Tigers in his 4th game this afternoon. So scoreboard equalised from that last Glenunga goal. And back to a 15-point gap on that Sportle and Hahn scoreboard. Halfway through second quarter here at Webb Oval, and the Rams are up by a couple of goals.
So Kennett gets the left foot kick out of the middle. Getting plenty of the ball. Abel leads out in the race there. Can he pick it up? He's tackled straight away. And a lot of players converge. He's pink holding the ball there though. So a bit stiff. There wasn't a lot of pry there, but the umpire is called holding the ball. So we'll take his word for it. So what can Broadies do? Can they get a couple in a row? Good kick into the middle. Loose player there. So Broadies going to come out wide now.
Oh, dangerous.
Woods comes across the front. Can't quite take the mark. Kick forward straight to West though. So Jordan West takes the relieving mark. He'll give it out to Davis. Davis is just going to go short and find Carla Vasidis. So Carla Vasidis goes long down the wing. Lots of players out here. Wisman again, an early leap though. Didn't judge that one that well. Good tackle there by Faye. Pressure's hot here. Two teams having a real crack. He's going to be pinged again here though. Umpire's been hot on that, which is good. We like to see that.
Yeah, the ball's in the ground. Saw last night. If you dive on it, you should be paid a free kick. Doesn't always happen that way, but it's good umpiring.
So Cheeseman pumps it in long. Hot spot. Oh, a big leap. Has he taken the mark? He has. Wisman again.
Looks like from the hairdo, he's having himself some kind of quarter, isn't he?
Fletcher Wisman.
Fletcher's on fire.
It's a great mark. In the middle of a pack, he's put the jukes up and clunked another great mark. So Wisman, as you said, Jack, having a great quarter. This is for his second goal.
If we were giving votes for second quarter best on ground, you have the Archie Stongs wrapped up.
Certainly would. He's on fire, Wisman. So can he finish off his work? He's taken a great grab. This would be a really important goal here. So
they're coming up for his second in the quarter if he can slot this.
So Wisman, we saw him dribble one off the ground not long ago, a left footer. Now he comes in. Has he squeezed it in? No, he's pushed it. Disappointing result for Wisman after such a great
umpire, he's come back to the middle. Umpire's danced. He's goaled it.
He's goaled it.
We'll take a look at that on the Filming Footy Dartfish replay screen as the ball comes back to the middle. I thought, as you did, Nathan, that had faded away to the right, but we're taking a look on the Dartfish replay. It's coming up shortly and we'll be able to give you a bit of a wrap on that. Even he thought he missed it, I think.
Yeah, the ump did a lot of work.
Yeah, watching it now on the Dartfish replay.
So let's have a look here.
The goal's going to stand though. Well, the umpire's in the perfect position.
Yeah, we'll back him in. I don't think there was much remonstration from the Broadview players.
It was one of those ones that faded, and whether it faded late after it had crossed the back of the goal line. And that's what the umpire saw. So we play on, and Broadview got to get themselves back in check, because that could have been 2 goals in 30 seconds. Goodness. They're threatening to blow this quarter apart. Just clip the post. Margins blown out to 21 points. So Wisman's got 2 in the quarter. 6-7 Glenunga on the Sporto and Hahn scoreboard. Bit of a nudge in the back. Pridham did that smartly, and Ralph's been all over the ground in this second quarter, but I'm not sure he's yet to have a possession. Umpire gets himself in the perfect spot to analyse the ruckman as West and Anyang go at it once again. Lurking at the back of the contest was Davis. He came up and was a bit of a decoy in the end. There's Bilby, bit of a shimmy left, shimmy right, comes back and the kick delivered inside 50. Chest mark, hands went out, couldn't reel it in. Alarm bell sounded for a split second, but Darcy Modra just pinched a kick lateral as most recent goal kicker for the Tigers. Smith comes off for a rest, and on the outer side they go forward again. This spells danger for Glenunga because they're uncontested marks. 1, 2, and a hat trick of them now. 60 out. Need a goal. Going to a contest. 2-on-1, hands up. In the end, uncontested. He'll line up from directly in front in those bright highlighter boots.
Great mark there. Hamish Ralph, I think it is.
Yeah, he's probably been almost best on in this quarter for the Tigers without having much in way of possessions. He deserves this, and Broadview need it. And he comes up clutch. Ralph, one of their goal machines, a Broadies junior and the heart and soul of this club. gets the first, or the second I should say, on the board for the Tigers in this second term. And Glenunga by 18 at quarter time. And the lead sits at 22 before that kick, and now it's back to 16. So they've made a bit of ground on the Sportle and Hahn scoreboard. Glenunga 6-8-44, Broadview 4-4-28 in this second quarter. We've played 15 minutes.
A quick hurry kick by off the ground. Oh, and good use of the body there by Ralph again. He's going to have a shot to kick his second in 30 seconds, so he just edged out Zach Smith there. Clever play. He's got a bit of a height advantage on him as well there, and just a little fortuitous kick off the ground. It's landed in the lap of Hamish Ralph, and this would really bring Broadies back into it. So Ralph, straight through the middle. You could hear the roars as it left the boot. So Broadies get 2 in a minute, and they bounce right back into this contest. The margin's back to 10 points, so well done Broadview.
So 3 goals for Ralph now.
3 for Ralph, yeah.
1 in the first quarter, and it's been the Ralph and Wiseman show in this second term, respectively.
Yes, great hands by Ralph. As I say, he's got a bit of an advantage height-wise on Smith back there, and he just edged him out of the contest. So back in the middle, couple in a row for Broadview. Who's going to get the centre clearance? Weston Anyong. Ball comes out to Fay. He gets tackled quickly in a strong tackle, and just got him illegally though.
Just hanging on to him. Not sure he knew the ball had gone, but he took him down.
So Fay is going to give it to the running Smith, put him under pressure. Pridham handballs over the top. Woods picks the ball up, gives a quick little handball back over to Carlavasitis, I think it was. In middle there, Parsons by himself has dropped a sitter. McMahon picks it up now, fighting with McKinnon Collins, and there'll be a ball up, so disappointing there for Parsons. He should have wrapped that one up. So a lot of bumping going off the ball here. Big Davis gets a little tap down, or high tackle. Fay, just a loose one there. So Broadies have a chance now to clear.
Did this in the first quarter as well. Glenunga just got out and then kicked a couple of quick goals. They've done it again. Can they string 3 in a row?
Woods picks the ball up, gives a handball, but the kick is misdirected, and Broadies again, the fence holding up at the moment. So they go wide to Manning. Manning just holds it up, looking for some options. Saying to someone offer him a lead. Pumps it down the outer side. Up goes a pack. The ball just goes out towards the boundary. Is it going to stay? No, Davis gives a little left-handed tap over the boundary. So Glenunga, they want to get one back here. Broadies would love to get another one. Close the margin to 4 points. Had a good little period here. So a bit of lull in proceedings here. Just waiting for the ball to come back in. So the umpy throws it in. Tap forward there. Pridham's leading in the race, and he'll see the ball out of bounds. Right in front of the scoreboard, as we said, reads 6 goals, 8-44. Glenunga, they are leading Broadie, the visitors, 5-4-34. So throw in. Cobain, Anyang gets front position. Manning comes the third man over. Ball comes out to the Broadview. Forward, Ralph gets a tap on it. Leading in the race. He's jumped on that. He could be in trouble here. Umpire circling, but no, he's going to ball it up. So
Shades of Sammy Draper there, I thought. He fell on that.
Yes, he was lucky, and the umpires have been hot on that today. So
they're in a dangerous spot though.
Yes. So Broadie's big tap. Goes to Broadview. They have a hurried shot at goal. Ball in dispute. Duck the head there looking for a free, and he probably just got caught a little bit high there. So it's Parsons back in defence now. We saw him up forward just before, but now he's in defence. Gives a short little kick to Egar. So Wiseman being watched carefully here as well. So Wiseman gets a jump at it, over the back. Anyang's there. Cheeseman at it. Ball's going to dribble out the bounds. No, it's kept in, but Kennett takes the ball out of bounds.
So there'll be about the 5th or 6th in line trying to escort that ball out.
Yeah, they just couldn't get it over the line.
Couldn't get it over. The boundary umpire right in front of us. It's a beautiful throw. Meets the ruckman on the fall, and the arm just wrapped around the neck of Anyang, and blink of an eye, it's inside 50. Coming out would have been uncontested. Did well, and it's going to fall to the back. Picked up cleanly, would have been an easy shot on goal. Did beautifully well in the tackle not to fall on his back. Really well executed in the end. Back in that dangerous position. Glenunga living dangerously inside the defensive 50 in the last few minutes. Taken out of the ruck, and no. Got it on the boot, but it's going to dribble out. Might be last possession, or it might have been touched on the way through. Umpires will just convey and confirm. We'll throw it in. So 10-point lead. Goal here back to 4 would make it very interesting. We've just ticked over 19 gone in this second term. So plenty of time left for both teams. Gee, it's a karate chop out of mid-air, karate kick. Went nowhere. Midriff and Desira way out the back. His opponent had pushed into contest and he was there, but he kicks to an outnumber in the Broadview Tigers player. Might be Russell behind the play, or is it Wilson? He turns it over once again. So yo-yo footy, bit of a yin-yang on the outer side. Next goal in this second quarter, crucial for half-time team talks. Who'll go in with a couple of goals advantage? Can Broadview pull it back? It's in contest and it's not taken clearly. Umpire's going to pull a free kick here. High contact. So he's pointed the wrong way initially. It's going to go the way of the Tigers. First over the footy should get protected. Umpire plays his role nicely. And that's a sharp kick inside the middle. It's got to work. And it did. Taken by Flanagan. He plays on nicely. Down the middle of the ground. They change lanes beautifully, but that kick's not going to work. He goes to the disadvantage of his leading forward. Disappointing. Drop mark by Bilby. Butters up at the back. He's going to reload inside 50. Nicely done by Flanagan. It's a floater. It's going to be last possession. So turnover inside defensive 50. Rams will take it. Earning their keep in this second quarter. It's been down inside the defensive 50 a few times. Broadview would be disappointed not to add another goal in this quarter. They've had the ascendancy in this last 5 or so. Margin stands at 10 points. We'll give you a half-time update from around the grounds coming up in about 6 or 7 minutes. Taking the back. There's Fergus waiting for it. Oh, a bit of a dipsy-doodle. He put the handball and the skates on and the handball shame. This will be a goal of the day if they can make it work. That kick's not going to get it done. Still in a dangerous spot, spinning out. Oh, he put him on a lazy Susan. The umpire had to duck. Glenunga West, the handball. Wouldn't recommend doing that 2 times in a row. But Faye made it look better than it was. Just tiptoeing the boundary. Umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt. Parsons back inside the middle of the ground. Looked to change the lanes again. Caught overtaking on the freeway. Oh, he's doing too much. Left the Broadview player for dead. His injury will come back to that as the relieving mark is dropped. Inside defensive 50. Chance opens up. Goal face is open. And there's a goal that's going to make Broadview really upset. Cheeseman strolled in. Uncontested mark dropped.
Important goal to Cheeseman.
Margin now 16. That's a dagger just before half-time.
There's some good work in defence there. Woods, a good little blind turn and kick. Brought it back out into the middle there. And then some good movement ending up in a goal to Cheeseman, who finished well from about 40 metres out. Didn't look like missing.
Second goal to Cheeseman today. So Cheeseman and Wisman,
the men's are doing well.
Getting it done. But a really crucial goal. Broadview need to pull that one back. We've ticked past 24 gone now in this second quarter.
So back in the middle. Good goal for Glenunga there to steady the ship, but West gets the handball out to Bilby. He's been busy. Goes in forward. There's all one-on-ones up forward. Davis in front. Couldn't quite take it. In front, though. The ball handball comes out of Parsons. Snaps a goal. It looks good. Parsons goes bang. What a great goal. Round the body. A great snap. So Glenunga hit back with 2 in a row. And late in the quarter, some important goals, and Glenunga just a bit more breathing space. And Parsons, like a rover there, the big man, picked the ball up, snapped around the corner, And 2 quick goals in a row for Glenunga. So they stretch the lead back out to 22 points. Wouldn't be too much time left in the quarter. So we're back in the middle now. Western Yang's working hard in the ruck. Goes up high, gets the tap this time. Kennets get wrapped up in a tackle. Broadies have been good with their tackling today. Young side and have come to play.
And for all Broadview's hard work on that Sportal Hans scoreboard, it was 18 at quarter time. It sits at 22 now on the cusp of half time.
Pridham, Kennett, he's been busy, been one of the best. Ball falls out though to Tyron Hill. Tyron Hill goes bang! A new player at the club, Hill, and things starting to open up here a little bit. Broadview get one back, and they really needed that one approaching half time, so they'd be very happy with that late goal to Hill. Popped out about 40 metres out, and he made no mistake, straight through the middle. Former Eagles reserves player in 22 and 23, played 31 games out there, a North Adelaide junior and also a Gazer junior. So Tyron Hill gets one back for Broadies.
Gee, what an important goal. Glenunga with 2 in a minute. We haven't got much time left in this second quarter. Another goal here to Broadview would be reward for effort. They've been really good value in this second quarter. Closed the quarter time gap and was just threatening to blow out with those last couple of goals for Glenunga. Kick forward from Eager. It's going to come right back over his head. Chain of handballs on the outer side. Modra. Oh, he spilt what he should have taken. Mark was there for the claiming, but he follows up well. Struggling to get hands free, but umpire says you're doing all you can. And the tackle was just too strong. So under a minute left. Gee, if there was a goal in this last minute, either way, it would be massive. Anyang in the ruck, does well. He's been one of Broadview's best in this game. And they're just going to try to have repeat stoppage after repeat stoppage to chew down the clock.
So Grimer's just pushed one back like he does a lot late in the quarters.
16-point gap, 8:56, 6:4:40. Hans scoreboard. Ticking towards half-time, and it's in no man's land on the outer side in front of that old vintage Webb Oval sign. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in sight. If you're in the vicinity, come on down to enjoy second half action. Big fist out of contest. Went about 15 metres high and about 2 metres long. Taken afterwards was Bilby, but nothing doing from the umpire. Was Davis dragged back, roving it nicely. Oh, this would hurt. 1-2 over the top, and that is absolutely huge. Unselfish footy from the Rams with the clock ticking down to the half-time siren, and McMahon, that hurts.
Yeah, McMahon just gave a little kick on the outside of the boot to Woods and ran on. Woods collected, gave the handball back to McMahon, and good unselfish play from the Rams. And that's an important goal late in the quarter.
First of the day for McMahon. He's been kept pretty quiet by that back six. Back in the middle as we tick down to half time. It's a dagger blow, and there was only 2.5 seconds until the half time hooter when that kick sailed through for a crucial goal from McMahon. He's a goal machine, over 2 goals a game for the Rams, and he's been kept quiet inside forward 50, but pops up when you need him. Game is not sorted by any stretch though. Broadview have been good value. As we look towards the Sportal and Hans scoreboard, Glenunga 9-8-62. Broadview are going to win this game, 15 or 16 goals.
2 points, but certainly plenty of footy left in this game. And Broadview, young side, they've tackled well. They've come out here and given a really good account of themselves against last year's grand finalists. So really looking forward to the second half. As you say, it's a beautiful day down here, not a cloud in the sky, no breeze, and it's great to be here commentating the Adelaide Footy League Round 2.
So half time, thanks to Sporto and Hahn, our scoreboard sponsors, Hahn Ultra Low Carb. Great taste, Ultra Low Carb. How good. Filming footy for our stats. Dartfish replay screen. Farmer's Leap, of course, the coach of the week on Between the Posts. Check out the show to check out who has won goal of the week, thanks to Born to Build, and mark of the week, Fletcher Wisman, with a couple of contenders in that second term, thanks to Bianco. Our 5 live streams happening right now on YouTube, so jump along to that and we'll bring you some live scores when we come back for the third quarter. Every week brought to you by Archie's Dartfish, programs to fit classic clashes and filming footy stats. It's half time here at Webb Oval, where the Rams, the home team, lead by 22 points. Back with the second half shortly. What a lovely day. Welcome back to Webb Oval for Div 1 footy on Filming Footy. This afternoon it's the Rams up at half time on the Sportal and Hans scoreboard. 9-8-62, a margin of 22 points, 6-4-40. Broadview, plenty of good stuff in that second quarter. We're here thanks to Archie's Dartfish, programs to fit classic clashes, and Filming Footy. Umpire Andrew Crosby, like in the first half, holds the ball aloft, and we're ready to make a start in this second half. If you're in the area, come on down. Otherwise, keep enjoying the action right here on Filming Footy. Clearance coming the way of Bilby out of the middle. Immediate inside 50, off hands and taken out and repelled by Jack Fergus. Playing towards the defensive wing on the outer side of the ground at half back. Kick taken down long and looking towards Ralph, but it's over his head. Relieving mark on the outer side. So plenty of good stuff in that first half. Game opened up in the latter stages of that second quarter. Smith. Beautiful long kick. It went up, but came down eventually, and no one was there to claim it. But first over it, wins a free kick. Happens a lot. High contact. Faye gets up, gets on with it. Saw an option he liked. Oh, staying at home was Abe. In the goal square is a Wisman, and his great day continues. It was McMahon staying at home. I beg your pardon. And Wisman's got 3, and time stood still in the goal square. Received the handball and couldn't believe it was so wide open. Let a few seconds tick down. And first goal this second half going the way of the Rams. Margin ballooning to 28 points on the Sportal and Hahn Super Crisp scoreboard. Jack Moore here alongside Nathan Woods. Crucial first goal of this second half going the way of the home team. We'll bring you some update scores from around the grounds after the next goal. On Filming Footy, umpire Crosby tosses it up once again. Broadview, at your door now. What have you got? Can you respond? Rams are 1 down. We'll take a look at that very shortly as well and give you a bit of a team update. Fighting forward in the middle once again. West has been good. The Cronulla Junior, he's had some time at Woodville West Torrens over the past 5 seasons. 82 games there as Abe Davis waits down to accept the tap. West puts the hands out, plays for a free kick. Umpire says no. Play on Bilby. A delicious kick inside 50. It's taken in a little bit of a raffle. Kennett comes to the vice captain. 2 on 2. Should be pretty even numbers at the fall of the ball. It's not. Spills out. Goal! Parsons, his second on the day. And Glenunga have come out with a point to prove in this quarter. The Hahn Super Crisp scoreboard blowing out now to over 5 goals. The difference, and Broadview needs something and need it pretty quickly.
Yeah, 2 first blood goals to Glenunga, and the margin now out to 34 points. So I'm going to sign here. They certainly need a steadier Broadview. Glenunga have come out here really looking to assert their authority on this game. So ball back in the middle. Up goes West and Anyang. Just going to put it out into the path of Wisman, who flies over the back though. Picked up by Abel. Handball comes out. Parsons is there. Kennett's in there as well. Back out to Abel. He gets a hurry kick and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. So Broadview have a chance now to clear the danger. Glenunga doing all the attacking in this first few minutes. Ball comes out here. Manning flies. Down in front, Bennett. Davis, a good handball out to Fay. Fay pumps it in. Because Glenunga are really stamping their authority on this one now.
So quickly again, Tea Tree Gully leading Port District by a point early third quarter, and an upset brewing out there. All these games, of course, live on Filming Footy YouTube right now. So get along, take a look at that, and come back here for the rest of this second half. And Golden Grove playing St. Peter's at the moment out there in the Grove, and it's Golden Grove up by 9 points, 47-38. So free kick in the middle going the way of Broadview. Gee, they need a goal, and that is an understatement. And that's not going to get it done out of the middle, but the clearance will be affected. Not bad from Wilson. Kick inside 50 as he prepares to come back on. Russell's clearance, and now it's at full forward. Pridham. Glenunga under attack. Handball going to nobody in particular, but it falls at the feet of Rhodes. Sorry, Scott. Teams mix up, I beg your pardon. Comes towards the back to Desira. Nice clearing kick on the outer side wing. It's kind of changing lanes, but he's merging to the wrong lane. Oh, it's going to come back. Smothered, picked up below his bootlaces. McKinnon Collins had to get down a long way. Handball to Anyang. Just got to get on the boot. He does. Tam running after it, and Smith clears for Glenunga, and this is another forward foray. They've peppered the goals this afternoon, 12-9. And we've got another one coming up here all by himself. Oh, they're just spoiling themselves when they go inside 50. They could have had 4 or 5 more goals to this scoreboard, and this game could well and truly be over. It was game on at quarter time, 22-point gap. Blink of an eye, it's 41, and Broadview needs something. Here's Jackson. Second game for the Tigers. Socks up, kicks up, 101. Full body contact and wearing a full metal jacket at the back. He was moving that slowly to receive the handball, but it fell the way of Carlo Vasitis. His kick going forward. Off centre, he put his hands up as if to say, I can get a handball out, but he didn't. Trying to bite off a little bit more than he could shoot. Holding the ball. And then didn't give it back, or had a bit of an argument with the umpire, so he'll give away 25 metres. Broadview need a goal. Hahn, Sportal scoreboard. Rams by 41 as Broadies come to this near side. Lovely mark taken by Manning. No choice but to play on at all costs now. Straight down the throat of the vice-captain, Kennett. Broadview in need of something and in need of it quickly.
So Fay gets the ball in. Wiseman jumps again. Parsons there doing the crumbing. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Wilson and Manning. So there'll be a ball up just in front of us here on the wing. Fay's there. Russell on the ground. Cheeseman's on him and the ball's going nowhere. So another throw up, ball up. So Davis comes across, picks it out off the ruck, keeps it in play. Bennett gets a hurry kick forward. Oh, another leap. Wiseman's trying to get a second mark of the day.
He wants that Bianco voucher, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's hurt himself here. He's limping a little bit. So he's going to come off and have a spell after that contest. And Jordan West will come back onto the ground in front of us here. So a ball up, a throw in, about 40 metres out. Up go a couple of the Broadview players. It's plucked out of the ruck. We've seen that a few times today. And it was Kane Flanagan who gets wrapped up straight away.
Well, they're very lucky.
Probably not the right thing to do there, but anyway, we'll go back to Parsons.
It's a bit lazy, that free kick there. Just need to make a bit more of a contest of that.
So Parsons goes in board to West. West is about 60 metres out. Going to pump it into a dangerous spot. Gives it a roast. Oh, not a dangerous spot. It's going to go all the way. Big Jordan West, 55 metres out, launches it, and the team get around him. The Glenunga boys. That could certainly be a born-to-build goal of the week. The prize donated by the Wakefield Sports Clinic. And Jordan West gets Glenunga's fourth for the quarter, his first. And Glenunga are really looking to break this one open. The floodgates are opening here a bit.
Indeed. He popped one through, he had the opening goal of the game long time ago now. But his second goal for the club in his second game, he's a real impact player. He's been close to a top 3 player on the ground today. He's dominated that ruck contest as the game's worn on. Anyang was really competitive early in there, switching it up and putting Ralph in there now against West. Trying to equalise that because West is fast establishing himself as a dominant player out there. He's getting first use of this dominant Glenunga midfield every single time. And taken high, diving after it. Ollie Cheeseman, or was it Faye? It was Faye. Picks himself up and gets it in there. They're looking for percentage. Oh, Wiseman, he can't help himself.
Bit optimistic there from Fletcher Wiseman after
He's already got the Bianco mark of the week locked up. Stay on the ground, young fella. You're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, West getting right on top in the ruck. You can just see him with that left hand. You'd love to be Bilby and Faye and co at the moment. Cheeseman really enjoying his ruck work.
There's a photographer at half forward. I think Fletcher Wiseman has seen the camera. He just wants to get a few happy snaps. So Broadies, what can they do? This is Kobe Russell. Excellent player last year for them. That's just going to be an up and under. Good luck marking that, Ethan Smith. He did his best. Forward to Faye, couple of touches in the space of a minute. Gives it to Karlovasitis. Even numbers in the fall of the ball, but Russell weighted down. He couldn't take it, and that's an excellent tackle. Wiseman had one arm free. It was claimed by Ben Manning, former Rupina player, and Broadies Jr. spent a bit of time at North Adelaide in the under-18 program as well, as they get stuck into West and try to get into his head. Ralph, his direct match-up in the ruck contest. One down, Jackson ran straight past it. Spun him well enough in the tackle, and the umpires deemed he took him on.
Needed this umpire at Adelaide Oval last night, didn't we, with it jumping on the ball like that?
Getting the ball moving well umpired, but yeah, you're not wrong there. Couple of Crows fans, if you can't tell. Not bitter at all about the result last night, but I love it when they pay those holding the balls though. It just gets the play moving and it stops those repeat stoppages, because how often do we see sling tackles or some injuries happen when it's repeat stoppage, players get aggravated. If you get the ball moving out of contest, it's better for player and spectator alike. So we've played about 10 minutes in this third term and Glenunga have blown it out. They lead by 48 points on the Harnan Sportal scoreboard.
Throw up. Throw in, down at Broadview's 50. Ball comes out here to Cooper O'Leary. What can he do? Dodges around, shows a bit of class. A right foot, check foot, snap, and he's put it through the middle for Broadview's 7th goal. They desperately needed that, and Cooper O'Leary showing a little bit of class there. Got around one, the right foot check side, and put it straight through. So well done to Broadview. After 4 or 5 consecutive goals to Glenunga, Broadview get their first of the quarter. So ball back in the middle now. And Broadview get a couple in a row here. So Big West. Ralph's coming to the ruck. Ball goes over the head of Tully Kennett. Picked up there, or just fumbled by Modra, and he goes back and jumps on the Glenunga player, and there'll be a ball throw up. So Bilby gets himself off the ground.
Only 16 minutes gone in this quarter, so still time for Broadview to get it back to, what if they can get it back to 20, 26 points at the final break, they'll give themselves a bit of a chance.
We've seen goals can be scored quickly here. Beautiful conditions. Ralph gets the ball. Handball out to O'Leary. It's been busy. Russell gets a hurry kick forward. Going back, Calavasitis. Picked up by Boris. Does cleverly. Gets around one, a right foot checky, but it's just got a bit too much on it.
Would have been 2 in a minute.
Pretty similar shots, both right foot check sides, and Johnny Boris showing a bit of class there. Been a bit of a frustrating day for him today. Zach Smith's going to bring the ball back in here for Glenunga.
So he's got 1 on the day, has Boris. A second there would have been crucial.
Big long kick by Smith to the wing. Flying up there and taking a good mark was McMahon. He swings on, gets the ball moving here over the top. Woods is there. He could have taken the mark, punched it. Ball comes out to Broadview and they clear out wide to Fergus. So Fergus, short little kick. Broadview just taking possession.
Fergus is one player they could swing forward. Broadview's got 163 goals and just over 130 games for the club. So if you're looking for goals, you don't want to take anything away from your back six, but an option there just to add another target up forward that perhaps Nathan Grimer and Glenunga hadn't planned for.
Yeah, they certainly need to try a couple of things here. So Manning hasn't been their worst. He's been all right today. Kick down the line. Put his teammate under pressure there though. So Bennett picks it up. He's tackled high. But ducked the head a bit. Smith now gets a quick handball out. Gilby, he's been good on the left foot. Bit of a wobbler though. Fergus though can't pick it up. Wisman's there, does very well. Just loses possession. Goes Cheeseman's in there, fighting for it. He goes again, working hard. Gets the ball out to Pridham. Pridham puts a high ball in to the hot spot. Tully's there, Tully Kennett's there. Desira. Wisman again! Wisman goes bang! Fletcher Wisman. He's been lively today.
Waves his wand.
Waves the wand, the wizard. The wizard Wisman. So, Glenunga get one back there.
It's his 4th goal on the day. In my
goals.
notes, I'm sure I'll be corrected if that's not the case, but indeed, I've got one right, finally. He's got 4. The notes are correct, and gee, there are a couple of probably half free kicks in that passage of play which could have gone the way of Broadview, but umpire just waving them as playing all the way down the field, and you've just got to play to the whistle, as frustrating as it is. Could have gone the way of the Tigers, they didn't, and they gave up a goal just when they were getting a little bit of momentum, but there's still time in this quarter. We haven't ticked the time on just yet. Still about 7 or 8 minutes to play on the Sportal scoreboard. It's Glenunga 14-10-94, Broadview 7-5-47. They double their score with a 47-point gap. Small ground, a couple of kicks in your inside forward 50 though. That one going across, not gaining any territory, but just opening the ground up slightly. It was nice from Parsons. Stretching up, touched. Woods took it down and fed it out to Lagana. Not his best. It was going to trickle out of bounds and perhaps touch just before it got there, so it'll be a throw in. Gee, if he left it, would have been Broadview's ball. Perhaps the ball didn't have enough legs to make it out of bounds. Matty Burgess just blows a couple of gaskets next to us, and fair enough too. This 3rd quarter, the Tigers have been well off the pace as Glenunga have flexed their premiership muscle. McKinnon Collins coming out of half back. That's a nice kick. Can they string a couple of uncontested marks or contested efforts together? That one, he just ran under the ball a little bit, did Ralph, and Glenunga pretty good when it comes to the back. No exception this time. Picked up. Could have been Kennett on the outer side. He's been quiet this afternoon, Davis. He's not there at the moment, but Sammy Abel was running back into an open goal, but the kick over his head from Parsons, it might have been. Saw the goals, his eyes lit up. He couldn't kick truly out of bounds in the fall. Chance for Broadview now to kick it straight down the guts. That's a floater. And wrapped up in a strong tackle, co-captain Jaden Ryan. He just put the head down. Might have been Jackson Wilson. calls for someone to come to him, so he goes just short. This is the co-captain, Ryan. Back to Wilson. That could be O'Leary. So O'Leary with a couple of touches in the past minute or so. They're all getting involved off half-back. Shoveling hand pass, looked like a throw. Umpire said play on, comes the way of Kennett. McMahon went up, didn't take any Tiger out, so umpire called the game to continue. And he's bustling his way over the boundary line like he was trying to score a try. So throw in on the cusp where the 50-metre chalk meets the boundary. It's Glenunga by 47. We've ticked into time on this third quarter on filming footy.
So throw in about 50 metres out from Glenunga's goal. Well, just before there, got the ball out of bounds. A ball up on the wing here. Getting off the ground is Smith. So Davis in the ruck at the moment. Cobain comes over to lend some support. Cheeseman gets the ball out to Pridham. Pridham hurried kick on his non-preferred right foot. Dangerous spot. A big hit by Bennett there. O'Leary working hard. There'll be another stoppage. Jackson, and now umpire circling again looking for a free, but there'll be a ball up on the wing here. So a few minutes here have got a bit scrappy. Lunga won't mind that though. Time ticking off the clock. Davis comes across, grabs the ball. It's going to be a free kick to Cobain though. Davis just patrolling the troops. Oh no, Cobain's given the handball to Parsons, and Parsons has someone right on his hammer. So it's called a ball up.
They've awarded themselves a free kick there, and he's going to be careful.
Johnny Boris he's livid.
Check that one on the Dartfish replay screen, but the umpire just deciding to ball it up.
Cobain with an unrealistic attempt there. He's jumped over the back.
They'll get the one they thought they had about 30 seconds earlier.
So now they're going to handball off to Manning. The running Manning's going to go out wide. On the lead, Russell. Read it well, but just couldn't take the chest marks. He'd be disappointed with that. Umpires pinged a free kick out here, though. And it's going to go the way of Jack Scott. So Scott just holding it up here. He's going to come down the wing here in front of us. Fly from Bennett. We've seen him do it last week. He took a big hanger out at Brighton.
Used to play at Mount Lofty, did Bennett. He looked like he was going up to the top. Couldn't come down with it though.
Kennett does well. Takes the ball out of midair. Cheeseman, quick handball to Desira. Desira whacks it on the boot. Caught out of position there is Abel. And he just gave away a free kick there. Hanging on to Henry Baker. So Baker out wide. Hill's got it. Gives a handball over to Ethan Smith. Smith back to Tyron Hill. Good run here from Broadies. Tyron Hill goes towards 40. Has a shot on goal. That's a great goal by Broadview. Really well worked by a couple of their new players in Hill and Smith. And a really good finish. So Broadies desperately needed that goal. 25 minutes into this third quarter, and Tyron Hill, a great running goal. So good composure after running about 50 metres, just steadied and put it straight through the middle. So Broadview get their 8th goal.
The team ever needed a goal. That was one, well called. Backed his pace and put the afterburners on and stroked it home nicely from 40. So Broadview, another goal or two in the closing stages of this third quarter. Might be a quarter that's 6 over 30 minutes. We've had 6 or 7 goals in this term. 41-point gap. It seems a lot. Should have about 2 or 3 minutes left in this term. Broadview, any chance? Need a goal or two in that time. Small ground, couple of kicks. Out towards the boundary. It's a nice little handball. Just relieves the pressure. And that kick's not going to do it at all. Here's Ralph, 2 in a minute perhaps. Open goal square. Broadview are going to get 2 in the space of a minute. He's got to get this moving a little bit quicker here. Looks like Russell. 10 metres out, directly in front. Should make no mistake. Just to creak that door open. Russell goes bang. Tiger's not done yet.
Very real dangerous kick there, bringing it back into the middle. And we saw Brighton do it a little bit last week. Turned the ball over in crucial areas and Glenunga made them pay. This time it was around the other way. Glenunga, very risky kick. Late in the quarter, you want to be going down the line, but try to create a bit of a switch, but it was into a very dangerous spot. The door open for Broadview and they kick their second.
So 27 and a half gone. There's probably a minute or two, under a minute maybe now left. So quick clearance, a quick goal. They can bring it back under 5 goals, which should be probably more than they deserve to be honest. This third quarter, it's been all Glenunga. But with a goal, they can give themselves a real hot chance. Glenunga with a goal going into half-time. Gave them all the momentum. A couple of quick goals. Closes it from 47. Margins at 35. Sportle, Hahn scoreboard. Another one to get it under those 5 goals would be a massive and amazing result, but it's going the wrong way. Clearance, nicely done. Spoilt well. Gee, Glenunga goal. And they'd hang their heads down. Picked up, he bounced off him like a pinball. Handball in the pocket, snapping back Parsons. Oh, right place, right time. And they might just look to quiet things down and just close the latch. Last line of defence, no one going at him, so the percentage play is to come this commentary side towards the boundary, and it's locked up in a nice tackle. The base of that pack, McKinnon Collins gets up. Three-quarter time at Webb Oval. Sportle, Hahn, scoreboard. 14-10. We saw it last week, that second quarter for Glenunga put Brighton away. Has that third quarter put Broadview away? 14-10, 94. A lead of 35 points. Broadview 9-5. 50. Third quarter, full of action, and Glenunga onslaught. Opening up the gap at half-time to what we have now. Sits at 35 points. A couple of late goals for Broadview in that quarter, brought it back to where we are now. Whip around the grounds quickly, paying them up by 11 over Shock, and Shock have just kicked a goal, so 3-point gap approaching three-quarter time. Golden Grove 90, St Peter's 46. Tea Tree Gully 50, Port 47, that's almost three-quarter time there as well. And Prince Alfred 50, Brighton 27. All those games on Filming Footy live right now, so zip along if you want to catch the fourth quarter of those. We are, of course, here at Webb Oval with Glenunga and Broadview, thanks to Archie's, Dartfish, Programs to Fit, Classic Clashes, Filming Footy. This is Jack Moore, and this is Nathan Woods for the fourth quarter.
Up goes Ralph. Moved him into the ruck, sent Anyang forward this quarter. Tried a few things. Matty Burgess, listen to him in the three-quarter time huddle. Johnny Boris has come out to centre half forward as well. He's going to try and get in the game a bit more, but they still believe that they can get the first couple. Good, a little sniff of pinching it. Manning, it's been pretty good today. Gets slung at a good tackle though. Faye gets wrapped up as well by LX Day.
You go wherever.
So this last quarter, first goal, really important. Bilby gets it onto the left boot. Wiseman's going to fly again. A great spoil though by the Broadview player. And the ball comes over. They're not going to get a touch.
Woods gets a possession. That's a
good little handball.
Look to throw from my angle. Umpire letting you go there, Nathan.
Yeah. So throw in here.
Play on.
Right in front of us. Ralph and Abel. Down to McKinnon Collins. He gets a hurried kick out. O'Leary leads in the chase. Picked up by Woods. Handball out to Karativilis. Carla Vasidis. So I beg my pardon. Sorry. And a good mark. Well read there in front by big Sammy Abel.
Hello to his mum if she's watching. Mrs. Carla
Hello,
Vasidis.
Mrs. Carla Vasidis. So handball comes out to the running Carla Vasidis.
There we go.
Goes up forward. Wiseman's there. Ball comes in front. Picked up by Fergus. Now Kennett has a quick handball out to Parsons. Parsons to Faye. Faye's is going to put it out in front of the running Cheeseman.
Couldn't be in any more space.
Cheeseman's got a nice little kick out in front of McMahon. And a well-weighted couple of kicks there from Glenunga. Clever play. Just let McMahon run onto that. So Michael McMahon has kicked 3 today, 3 last week. Going for his fourth. Tight angle. In the shade here. A lovely day at Webb Oval. What can he do?
Saw Johnny Boris bring one back from right to left at this spot. Bit of a tighter angle here. What can he do?
Breeze have picked up a little bit, but McMahon comes in. It's going to come across the face of goal. Wiseman's got his hands on it. No, he did have his hands on it, but the ball's gone out of bounds on the full.
Smart kind of kick from McMahon. Doesn't go down against his inaccuracy stats. Does it out of bounds on the full. So
O'Leary there, quick, good handball over to Manning.
This is better.
Manning now, good movement from Smith now, over the top to Boras. Put him under pressure a bit though. Johnny Boras is in all sorts of trouble here. He's gone, holding the ball. Promising build-up from Broadview, but the handball to Boras
just needed to be a kick inside 50 to about 25 out, didn't it?
Certainly did, Jack. It just put him under the pump. Wrong-footed him, and good tackle by Scott. So giving away a 15-metre penalty as well. Jack Scott down the line. Manning will leap. Bit of a falcon, goes to O'Leary. Ball's taken out of bounds by McMahon. Throw in right in front of us. Ralph and Abel will go at it. Abel gets the punch straight down the throat of Wilson. Wilson pumps it in forward. Boris gets front position cleverly. Smart play, he's taken the mark, and I think he wants to back himself from here. There's a slight breeze going to our left at the moment as well. We saw Jordan West kick one from about 55. The wind got hold of that, and Boris, we saw him kick one into a slight breeze from a similar sort of distance, so I'd back him in distance-wise here. It just could be a question of accuracy.
If you can rev up the goal machine, that is Johnny Boris, 35 points might evaporate quickly.
So Boris comes to 50, looks pretty good off the boot. It's coming back beautifully. Looks like it's got over the line. There's a call of touch, but I think to no avail. The goal umpire comes to the middle and says all clear. Johnny Boris has his second, so that move, just bringing him out to centre half forward there in the play. Took the good mark, real good use of the body. You can tell why he's kicked a lot of goals in his career. And Broadview strike first in this last quarter.
Gap closes to under 5 goals. It's game on all of a sudden. Another one here. And we're right back. You called it well, Nathan. There's a bit of a zephyr going towards the left of screen, which helps that kick. It's coming towards us, so it's on a bit of a northwest kind of angle. If you start at the right post, it's going to come back and help you nicely, and Boris did just that. Kennett, clearance, important. Bit of a battle of strength, about 45 out here from goal as the ball spills, and tackle affected. It might be Wilson at the base of that pack. Those white numbers on that yellow stripe, hard to pick up. Wilson picks himself up, and in the ruck, Ralph's done well. He's kind of equalised that battle as the day has gone on. West has been dominant in there though. Going in after it's Fay. He kind of collapses at the knees looking for a free kick. Umpire not buying it. Experience of Andrew Crosby, not going to fall for that one. Well umpired. So he picks it up. Has a bit of a chat to the boys and says, let's play some footy. They do. They come at it. McKinnon Collins from about 5 or 6 deep comes and tries to effect a punch. He got it about 10 metres. The ball dribbles towards a lovely punch to the back. Lagana didn't get a possession but won it for his team. And the kick going inside forward 50. Broadview need to repel. If they're going to have any chance in this, they simply cannot concede any goals. Needs to touch it, otherwise it might be last possession. It's a deep boundary line, that side of the ground. Those bright highlighter boots and a turnover. Lovely mark coming up at it. It's that man again, Carla Vasitis. He's had a good start to this fourth quarter. Margin sits at 29. Next goal, all important. Lovely fist. Bit of a silver fist at the back there from Ryan, the co-captain. And it's taken in. Umpire sprints in. Out of side, just in Glenunga's half. Only ticked just past 7 minutes in this fourth term, so all to play for. McKinnon Collins. Glenunga and Grimer would have felt they should have put him away and led by more at three-quarter time. And we're about 30 metres forward of centre now, favouring Broadview, so they're getting there in increments. On the Hahn Sportal scoreboard, 14-10-94 the Rams. Broadview 10-5, 65. A reminder, all other Div 1 games live right now on Filming Footy, so get along there and check the fourth quarter out, live and on replay. Handball, Fay. At the bootlaces of his teammate. Couldn't quite pick it up. Going without it was Tessera. Towards forward, needed to mark that. Socks up, hands up. And taking the mark nicely. Just protecting the space in front. Glenunga have 2 on the mark, which means Broadview have a spare number somewhere, and that needed to hit the target. It was all by himself. And it fell at his knees. It's going to be a ball up. Gee, that would have been a handy mark to take. Could have wheeled, could have gone, could have been an inside 50 as it is. It's a ball up. Out of side, Glenunga by 29 points on the Sportal scoreboard. And we've played just over 7.5 in this final term.
Kennett, clever little handball out to Bennett. Wiseman up, comes down, picked up by Broadview, slung in the tackle. Fergus now gets the ball, kicks it out in front of Russell. Russell goes back now to Manning. Trying to set something up here. Manning goes around. Woods does well. Good pressure on him. Ball comes out to McMahon now. McMahon to Wiseman. Wiseman to Bilby. Faye's working hard there, but Parsons grabs the ball.
Bit of a nothing kick inside, wasn't it there? When you're down by 5, you just got to get it inside 50, I would have thought, Nathan.
Yeah, going back
Johnny
like that.
Boris was 1-on-1, he was calling for it. You just got to back in the man. He's got his confidence up after that goal. Just get it in there.
Get it in long.
Yep.
Definitely, Jack. They've got to take some risk and just...
Can't be too cute.
Correct. So, Wolves in front of us here. Dave Lagana and Cooper O'Leary roll out play, and there'll be a throw-in.
Hey, Davis, very vocal here. He knows the game is somewhat on the line.
Manning, as he's done a bit today, third man up. Pridham gets a hurry kick on the left. Abel there, great spot by Wiseman, front and centre. Gets wrapped up in a strong tackle. Glenunga appealing for high. Broadview one holding the ball, but the umpire says, I'll have it. 50 metres out from Glenunga's goal. Pressing for their 15th. Just about shut the door if they could get another one, Glenunga. Ball fields to Lagana. Now to Sierra. He puts a hurried kick in, and McMahon over the back. 1-2, he's paid the mark. So McMahon had a shot from a tricky angle a while back, but now this one straight out in front, kicking for his 4th and Glenunga's 15th. So good kick in from Pridham, and McMahon, once he gets that front position, he's hard to get around. It was Tessera who got the kick in, and he just sort of grabbed, I think he crammed up there.
Yeah, he got first touch to it, and the reason why he didn't take it cleanly is the Broadview player just tapped it out of his grasp.
McMahon goes bang, he's got his 4th. And that's Glenunga's 15th goal now. So that is a really important goal for them, and that's going to make it really hard for Broadview now. They're getting that first goal of the quarter, Broadview. Glenunga strike back now. And they have a very handy lead about 10 minutes into this last quarter.
Might be the goal that breaks Broadview. Still plenty of time on the clock. We've just ticked across 11 played. So you'd think we still have about 15, 16 minutes of actual game time remaining in this one. But at equalisers at a goal apiece, and from Broadview's perspective, a wasted 11 minutes because the margin hasn't been improved upon. 35 it sits at. They say in the NBA, first to 100 wins, and Glenunga have brought it up square on the dot, 15, 10, 100, 10, 5, 65. A handy 35-point gap on the Sportal Hans scoreboard. Free kick, and just taking a bit of time off the clock, real smart. Every little bit matters as you try to ice the game here at home. Abe Davis, the strength, just couldn't get to the fall of the ball. He's going to escort it out. Smartly done by Davis. He's been followed everywhere by McKinnon Collins, who's done a pretty good job on Davis. Hasn't really had a huge impact, but he's pushed around the ground and pops up wherever they need him. He's always going to be an impactful player. But McKinnon Collins is stuck to the task manfully this afternoon. Anyang's back in the ruck now. He's been wrapped up a little bit by Abel. There is Davis. His ears must be burning. Fresh off a best on-ground performance in round 1, and of course, best in the division last season. Strong tackle at the base of that pack. A little bit worse for Air as they exchange a few pleasantries. And throw into the ground at the back of the contest. Umpire was there. Did he see it? Whistle's gone. Free kick. Nicely done.
Yeah, Parsons got in the back there of his opponent. A little bit of feeling in the game there.
So no time to take it slow, and there's no time to kick to an outnumber. It might have just glanced the hands of Lagana, who walks away sheepishly there. I think Lagana knew that it came off his hands. It's going to go his way though. It was pretty close, so umpire's probably done the right thing in the end and benefited out going the way of Glenunga as that ball crossed the line. Picking it up, spinning into trouble, didn't know what was coming behind him. Woods had no idea. Well won, no time to go short, no time to take it slow. They've just got to go. They need 6 unanswered goals. Henry Baker's tackle affected the kick, and Glenunga have closed up all the avenues forward of the footy. So they've just got to go back and forth. It's going to go back to Manning. And back again. The short footy's not going to give it to you today. Glenunga pressing up. They're getting in their grill. Over the back, Anyang simply had to take it. Strong tackle. He's not making much of an effort to get rid of it. Should be holding the ball. It is. You can't just sit on the footy these days. You've got to make an attempt. He didn't. Umpire was right there. Well umpired. 35-point gap, and we're across the halfway point of this fourth quarter on Filming Footy.
Lagana puts the ball up. Punched in front. Woods is there. Campbell out. And Broadview player will be wrapped up in a tackle. About 15 minutes played in this last quarter as Jackson Wilson limps off. Abe Davis goes up. Ang Yang gets it. He's going to get a free kick though, Abe. So Davis will get the free kick. Just walking slowly over towards us, Davis.
Just having a chat with the Broadview bench.
Asking them if they had any advice or anything to say, and
wondering if they can spare some time to shine his medal from last year, maybe. Reminding them of his quality.
Davis, big long kick, big pack. Ball goes over the back. It's going to go out of bounds. Beats Henry Baker. So there'll be a throw in about 40 metres out from Glenunga.
So 15 minutes gone now, and looks like a pretty well-rounded performance here for the Rams. They look to secure the win here.
The ball comes down. Bit scrappy. Picked up by Tully Kennett, the vice captain. He's had a good day today, plenty of possessions. Playing in the midfield a lot more this year. Ang Yang takes it out of the ruck. McKinnon Collins gets a hurried kick. Well done by Lagana. In front, Pridham, a good spot. Hurried kick, got tackled, and he's pinging, holding the ball. I thought he got a little bit of a boot on it, but no. Good tackle by Hill. So Hill, we saw him kick that good goal in the third quarter. Over the back, Smith leads in the race, over Ralph. And the ball beats Smith out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in about 50 metres from Broadview's goal. Desperately need a goal here to give themselves any sort of hope. A lot of players in their forward line at the moment. Ball's going to fall short. Tully Kennett overruns it. Now Woods has a fumble, goes back and gets it. Quick little handball out. Did well. Over to Cheeseman. Cheeseman goes long. Parsons gets the ball in the end. Over the back here. Wiseman's loose, but Parsons' ball is going to go out of bounds. No, it's not, is it? Wiseman keeps it in. The Wizard, what can he do? He's got 3 today, or 4 today, unselfishly. Brings it back straight in the hands of Philby, I think it is. So what looked to be a bit of a shank from Parsons worked out okay because he had Wiseman all in the